before you buy a property under SMSF, make sure your bloody accountant knows what they're doing. Because for my client who purchased a property under SMSF, which I did the lending, the accountant stuffed up one procedure and is affecting my client's settlement. And right now, they're paying penalty interest every single day due to this accountant's error. All you need to do to prevent this error is go to ABN Lookup once your accountant has set up your SMS fund. They will have given you an ABN of the SMSF. Click on that. Then it will show you ABN. I'm not going to show you my client's ABN due to privacy. Then go up to Superfund Lookup, which is the one over here, and click on this. Then it will take you to the Superfund Lookup page, and then click on the PDF over here. It'll show you this PDF over here. I blacked out the ABN for privacy reasons, but if it shows you the status of regulation details removed, you are in big trouble, especially if settlement is within this month. While I'm assuming that your fund is compliant because your accountant would have done the right job, and then you proceeded to sign loan contracts with booked settlement on the day, for example, 2 weeks ahead, and then I receive an email from the settlement officer, for example, in my email, and says, hey, dear Q, the ABN for the Superfund needs to show a status of complying. Right now, when we complete the Superfund ABN search under Superfund, which the settlement officer has done, it shows regulation details removed. It is not showing compliance from the settlement officer. In plain English means your accountant didn't lodge a tax return for that Superfund. Even that Superfund didn't make any contribution that year, in that financial year. You need to lodge it, you bloody accountant. Otherwise, the fund will be non-compliant. So to give you an example so you can avoid the mistake, this is a live timeline of my client. So for example, they're buying a property through SMSF, which is newly created to buy a property over here. Okay, so over here is FY23, which was passed, and this is FY24. So the timeline shows when they set up their SMSF. This is a start point. This is when they set up the SMSF. And over here is when they purchased their property or exchange, 20th of April 2024. And because of a very quick settlement required, settlement is on the 20th of May 2024. At the moment, this is not settled yet, and the clients are incurring penalty interest, and I'll show you why. The main reason here is because the client opened their SMSF on the 1st of June 2023, and because they didn't put any contributions into the SMSF, their accountant didn't thought it was a good idea to lodge a return for the ABN under this SMSF, right? Because the client contributed in this financial year, and therefore they will do a tax return in this financial year. But the thing is, the fund, the SMSF fund, needs to have a tax return every year for it to be compliant, regardless of whether you made any contributions. So for that 30th day, that 30 days of non-contribution, you still got to do a bloody tax return. And you don't expect the client to tell the accountant that, because the client has no freaking clue. And I wouldn't have a bloody clue because I am not responsible to give financial advice. I would assume the person's giving financial advice would have told the client, hey, these are the things you need to do to make the fund compliant. We only found out 2 weeks before settlement when, we're about to convert the pre-approval. I got the client for the SMSF fund, which was done fantastically well, that, we got an email. Sorry, checking SMSF fund, your client's status of the ABN is non-compliant. Regulations details removed, which means non-compliant. At this point, the client's shitting himself, right? It's calling me. I'm like, I don't know. Your accountant set it up. Calls the accountant. I don't know. Then he found out, sorry, I didn't lodge a tax return. And technically, you're supposed to tell me to lodge a tax return. I'm not supposed to tell you. So you're supposed to be proactive. So then the pointing game happened. At the end of the day, they kind of fucked up, right? Right now, they've lodged a late tax return for the FY23, but for this website to update, it updates every once in a month, which means we have to wait until, for example, the 6th or even the 12th of June for this website to update to be complying, to show complying for this to settle. But from the 20th of May to the 6th of June, how many days have been in between? I don't know how many days, but what are the end days times $300 a day of penalty interest? So make sure, even your accountant seems smart in the brain, make sure to check their work. Make sure to check your ABN is compliant like 4 weeks before settlement. If it's not, slap them across the face. Do your goddamn job. Because of this experience, I'm adding this to my checklist of dumb shits that accountants can do to the SMSF fund to screw up settlement for my clients. I'm going to make sure I check that. If you use me as a broker, I'm going to check that. And you don't need to tell the accountant off. I'll go to their office and slap them across the face. Jump in the comments, let me know whether you had a similar experience and whether you have any questions to this video.